What's good, YouTube? With the release of the Unihertz Titan Pocket, we finally have a spiritual successor to the Blackberry. After an announcement last year that Blackberry would be releasing a new Android-powered QWERTY keyboard phone, there hasn't been much news or updates since then in regards to what that phone is going to look like, or if that phone is actually going to come out in 2021 at all. So for now, the Unihertz Titan Pocket is all we got, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, as it's quite the phone. This video will just take a look at the form factor between the Unihertz Titan Pocket and the Blackberry Classic. If you like this kind of content, leave a message down below, don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching. So right out the gate, it's undeniable that both of these devices are extremely similar looking, and that the main inspiration behind the Unihertz Titan Pocket was of course the Blackberry Classic. The overall size and footprint of the phone, just looking at them head on, is quite similar. The ratios are kind of the same, as you have 2/3 of the phone taken up by that roughly 1:1 square screen, followed by 3 to 4 rows of a physical QWERTY keyboard. In the center of the phone, or roughly off center of the phone, on the Blackberry Classic, of course you have the capacitive navigation knob, which is an all-time favorite of mine. On the Unihertz Titan Pocket, you actually have your home button, which also doubles as a fingerprint reader. It's not a capacitive nub, however, given the lack of physical home buttons on a lot of today's phones, this is a welcome addition in my opinion. You also have some updated navigation buttons on the Unihertz Titan Pocket, where the navigation buttons were previously on the Blackberry Classic. The multitasking button is the back button on the Unihertz Titan Pocket, and the back button on the Blackberry Classic is of course replaced by the multitasking button on the Titan Pocket. As you can see from the profile shots, the Blackberry Classic is actually a little bit taller and a little bit wider than the Unihertz Titan Pocket, which is surprising considering that the Titan Pocket is considered to be a beefy phone. And it is indeed a beefy phone, as it's much larger and fatter from the Blackberry Classic, as we can see when we turn it over to the side. The thin metal casing of the Blackberry Classic is a lot thinner than that on the Unihertz Titan. And of course the Unihertz Titan is composed out of metal and rubber, and it feels quite durable and rugged in the hand. Overall, you'll be surprised to know that the Blackberry Classic actually is a little bit wider to hold in the hand, so the thickness of the Unihertz Titan doesn't feel as unwieldy as you might think. So while the Titan is a rugged phone, much like the Blackberry Classic, due to its overall size, it is perfectly operational with one hand. And as you can see, the Unihertz Titan Pocket is almost double the width of the Blackberry Classic. Moving to the top of the phone, you'll notice the much welcomed 3.5mm headphone jack that of course was present on the Blackberry Classic and is there on the Unihertz Titan Pocket. Considering that a lot of phones are doing away with this feature, this is another nice quirk with an already quirky phone. Moving over to the keyboard of both phones, you'll notice that both phones have 3 rows of letters to work with in terms of physical keyboards. The Blackberry Classic actually has an extra row for your spacebar, a caps lock, and a few other buttons. The spacebar on the Unihertz Titan is located on the bottommost row, and the V and the B's are separated on the Unihertz Titan Pocket. Overall, I have to say that typing on the Blackberry Classic is still the best, as it presents Blackberry's quintessential button layout mixed with some very balanced tactile feedback. That's not to say, however, that typing on the Unihertz Titan Pocket isn't uncomfortable. It's actually a nice upgrade in terms of tactile feedback over last year's Unihertz Titan. And if you ever were a fan of typing on physical keyboards, I don't think you'll be disappointed with the Titan Pocket. So there you have it, everyone, an overview of 2 very similar phones. And while the Titan Pocket is a lot wider, I think that just due to its size, it can still be operated much like the Blackberry Classic. If you were ever a fan of the Classic, or just a fan of smaller phones with physical keyboards, then you'll be right at home with the Titan Pocket. What do you think? Do you think the Titan Pocket is a valid successor to the Blackberry Classic? Leave a message down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.